everybody, Mark with Midnight Snack Movies back again today for a new video. Hope y'all are doing well. We are at the movie theater today, if you can see that. Getting ready to go see the new Superman film from James Gunn. I really haven't been into the whole superhero movie genre for several years. I still watch them on occasion. I watched a couple early MCU movies recently, and I actually kind of wanted to do like a whole MCU rewatch, just to kind of see where I'm at in terms of my appreciation for those films. I got just kind of bored with it. I definitely resonate with Martin Scorsese calling this type of stuff the amusement park of cinema. However, this is the beginning of a new universe for DC, led by James Gunn. He's the creative director, and I loved what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad. Those are some of my favorite of this genre, so I'm definitely excited to see his take on Superman, and this definitely feels like a cinematic event here, as everybody tends to be excited, hyped up for this, so I'm hoping to see a little bit of a crowd at the theater. Today is release day, officially, July 11th of 2025, so I'll go ahead and head into the theater. I'll come back in a couple hours for me, a few seconds for you guys, and give you my thoughts on Superman.
A few moments later.
Alright, fresh out of the theater from seeing Superman. My thoughts here are mostly positive. There's definitely a few things that I wish would have been done differently or a little bit better. But I had a really good time with this. Going into this film, I'm looking for a few things. I'm looking for, some childhood nostalgia, first of all. I loved Superman as a kid. I had a little bit of a Spider-Man phase, but for the most part, I loved DC characters. So Superman, Batman, all of those. I had like the action figures and everything. I watched the DC animated series back in the day that were so good. Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, all of those were fantastic. So I'm looking for it to take me back to my childhood, and it did. I think it delivered that very well, the childhood nostalgia. Other things I'm looking for some humor. I thought the jokes were okay. Some of them are really good. Some of them kind of eye-rolling on occasion, but humor is subjective, of course. And I'm looking for some heart. I'm looking for something different. Looking for something meaningful at the center of this story. And I think it mostly delivered in that aspect. I thought the struggle with the character of Superman and this feeling of not really knowing what your place in the world is and having to re-examine the purpose of your life, I thought was good. I think it's kind of something that's been done before, but I thought it was done in a different way. There's nothing about this film that feels super inventive to me. I thought the action was fine. It was good. There were a couple shots that I really liked, a couple colorful sequences that reminded me of Guardians for sure that I really enjoyed. But, and then I thought the character of Lex Luthor, the villain here, I thought was a very good villain. It's kind of refreshing to see a villain that is, not just kind of cookie cutter, boring villain that's just there to keep the plot moving, but he was actually like a legitimately evil person, and I thought that was a really good addition to the film and added more to the story for sure. I thought it maybe played a little bit off of some social commentary a little bit. I know it's one of the talking points around this film is that it's somehow woke or something like that. I don't even know what that word means. I don't think most people who use it know what it means. But I thought that was all very subtle. Maybe I'm just kind of putting my blinders up or something, but I thought the social commentary was subtle but effective. So, overall, my thoughts on Superman, pretty positive. I'm going to give Superman a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Really enjoyed it. I might get out to the theater again to see it before it leaves. But I'm glad that I saw it in the theater here on opening day. So go ahead and let me know in the comments down below if you guys have checked out Superman, what you thought of the film. And if you haven't, are you excited to go see it? I definitely would recommend going to see it. There were a decent crowd in there. This is my local small town theater. So it's never really packed in there, but there were probably like 10 to 15 people. So I thought that was pretty good and relatively good for a Friday afternoon. So like I said, hope you guys get a chance to see the theater. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will check in with you later. Bye.